Well, the 2024 Summer Olympics in Paris were one for the books, and we are honored to be joined by NBC Sports and NBC Olympics' Molly Solomon, who is obviously a huge part of that as executive producer. Molly, thanks so much for taking the time. Great to see you.
Thank you. It was a wonderful panel to be able to talk about Paris to our colleagues.
Now, obviously, what did it mean to you personally? We could talk about the big picture. You took over NBC Olympics operations kind of right before the two COVID Olympics hit. What were the emotions like for you getting to have what Paris was like, kind of back to the old days of the Olympics?
We were so proud of the Tokyo and the Beijing Olympics production because of, as you said, all the hurdles. So those two will always be special, but this one, to have everything come together really, really well, like an amazing host city, and then to really have the athletes perform and all of the stories that we expected all almost over-delivered, and then you put it all together with all the big swings we took in terms of programming, and we tried different things, and the audience really responded. So I think that's what we're most grateful for, is that the big swings we took paid off.
Prime time saw a massive viewership. Gold Zone kind of became the darling of the Olympics for viewers back here in the United States. What was it like balancing the two different, goals, audiences, kind of purposes of those two different ways of consuming the Olympics?
We really wanted to use Peacock as a vehicle to try different things, right? And give the audience options. And Peacock gave us that opportunity. And when you look at the Summer Games with almost 40 sports, how can you indulge in almost that excess and give them a different experience? And when you think about pacing and social media and how we want to go quickly through life, well, that presentation in Gold Zone kind of really allowed the audience to engage like that. And so Gold Zone gave us one flavor, and we found that a lot of people experience Gold Zone and also multi-view on Peacock, where you could watch 4 different feeds and kind of go deeper. It allowed the audience to really discover more about the Summer Olympics without feeling overwhelmed by choices. So Gold Zone, I think, was very, very important to us, and also because it was new and special, the audience wanted to experience what other people were talking about. And then we never forget that NBC is where most people watch their Olympics, and so we put as much as we could on the broadcast network because we knew reach was really, really important, particularly after COVID Olympics. And then, of course, prime time was completely different. It was at 2 o'clock in the morning in Paris, and we were not afraid that the audience knew the answers to the quiz. They may know 1 gold medal, but if we were going to show them 5 or 6, they probably didn't know everything that happened. So our mantra was really surprise and delight and advance the story. So we took the best races and events of the day and we culled it down into 3 hours, but we also gave you more, right? What happened after, the end of the race? What was the family reunion like? Explain the finish in the 100 meters. So we took this turnaround time that we had, and I think we made it a richer, different experience for the audience in primetime.
The cycle never ends, but excitement is already building for 26, Milano-Cortina, the Winter Olympics. For the audience, where is kind of the planning period at right now for that, and just how deep are you already in it?
When you work for the Olympics, you're always planning 2 or 3 Olympics at a time, so you have to come out of Paris because you only have, less than 18 months until the next game. So we're well into it, but there's so many lessons that you learn in Olympics about how the audience is continually to transform how they're experiencing media. So we took a lot of the lessons, and thank goodness it's in the same time zone. So some of the best results we can actually use to, really enhance, for example, prime time. So I think you'll see a lot of similar notes, but then Winter Olympics allow us to do a lot of different things. So we're deep into the planning, but we're excited. And most importantly, the athlete stories are really, really rich for Milano-Cortina, so we can't wait.
Thank you so much for the time, and thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.